Hey, good evening, everybody. So I wanted to jump on here really quick. One of my friends asked me to do another video explaining where all the colors go on your face and why. So I wanted to touch bases, and this will also be a really good video for anybody who needs to have help putting on your makeup once you get your first kit. If you want to just walk through, because I'm going to take my time and I'm just going to walk you through why we put colors certain places. Okay, so 3D foundation by mascara. You literally put one color on each place. So while you can build with it, you don't have to, okay? Because you get the coverage that you need. Usually when you get a compact, you're going to have, or usually when you get a color match by me, you'll get 4 colors, okay? And that's going to be your brightening highlight, your main highlight, your contour, and your lips and cheeks. Those 4 will cover your entire face, okay? And 1 layer per color, okay? Or just 1 layer, period, really. So if you look at my face right now, I have no makeup on, okay? And I see about 4 or 5 different colors going on. So I see a little bit of darkness and shadows underneath my eyes, which I will color correct. And I'm going to use actually a lip and cheek to color correct that, because your red cancels out your blues or your grays, right? You'll also see on my cheeks, they're kind of red, and my lips are red. So that'll be your lip and cheeks, okay? Your highlights are going to be a brightening highlight and a main color. So you see I have like a main color, which is your concealer, your foundation, okay? So I have this color, and I've got like a lighter color going on here too. Okay, you can see I'm kind of light in here. See like the lighter whitish color. So I have 2 highlights that I'll use. My brightening highlight, which will be my lighter color, and it'll be the same color as your typical foundation, okay, is going to go in here, down my nose, and right in here, okay? And I'm going to pull it down to help pull some of these shadows and elongate them so you don't see them, okay? And then you're going to have your contour. So your contour goes where there's shadows. So we can also see, like right here, I kind of have a shadow for my hairline. And if you look right here, see how it's a little shadowed? And then under my jaw, right? It's on both sides, okay? I don't want to accentuate these shadows. Nobody wants that. That'd be scary. Okay, and then I have shadows on either side of my nose and on the tip of my nose. So those are the places that I'm going to put contour, okay? So I'm going to use my 30-second hack brush for this, okay? And literally you can do your makeup that quickly depending on what you do. But you got a pointy side on this side, right? Which actually, that has some of my daughter's contour on it. Just a second. I don't want that contour on my bright spots. Okay, and then you have like a blending side. It's kind of fluffy, but it's not really, really fluffy. So this is your 30-second hack brush, okay? So linen is my brightener. So I'm gonna these are all your highlights. These are all the different highlights. Those are on this side I'm not showing because those are illuminators. And I'll tell you about that later at the end. But these are your highlights, and there's even more than that I'm going to be adding, because we do have beautiful ladies of color who can either use contours, these are your contours, okay? See my blank spots? So my beautiful ladies of color, you guys will either use a contour or you will use a highlight as your main highlights, okay? So you've got these nice, beautiful colors, right? Okay, so linen is my brightener, which goes here. But I told you I was going to do some color correcting. So let me get a multitasker brush. And I'm going to go in and I'm going to use Frenchie. Frenchie is one of your lip and cheeks, okay? And remember I told you red cancels out blues? Well, shadows have a blue tint to them, okay? Remember I told you these are buildable? Yeah, totally buildable. So I'm just going to go ahead and I'm going to put some red or Frenchie lip and cheek under my eyes to kind of help with my little shadows I got going on. I'm going to use my blending sponge. I know it looks crazy, doesn't it? That's actually a pink and it looks brown, but I swear, watch, just watch. I like it. Okay. So this is my blending sponge. I get it wet, my perfector sponge. So for linen, I want it where all of my, I put a lot on, my lighter spots are, right? All of that from like just dipping my finger in it, and it's still really thick, so I'll probably perfector sponge some of that off later. To kind of blend. Remember I told you I was going to be bringing down. It's an illusion you can get. Okay, and then I'll be lighter up here. I don't really have to do that. I'll have plenty on my brush later. Okay. And then my main color is Sandy. I can do a lot of colors, but Sandy seems to be like the good one for me. Okay, so this is where all of your normal color kind of shows through, huh? And then what I'll do is I'll put a little Sandy down in here. This is a bit, kind of not the cheetah method, but a little bit like it, because I'm kind of just throwing it on there. Okay, so for my contour, I know, I look crazy, I know, just trust me. Just gonna prove to you that you only have to put this stuff on where you need it, or where each color is. So I still have my shadow, right, that I have to hit up. So I'm going to go back to my multi. I'm going to use this to put my shadow on my nose after I get the Frenchie off. And I'm going to use Astoria. So look guys, that's really dark, right? But it's kind of a cooler dark. But I swear it just blends right in. I had a friend sew over and I just kind of very quickly put on some eyeshadow for her, but I very quickly cleaned my brush afterwards, and yeah, we'll see how that blends. Hopefully there's no blue or purple in there. Back to my highlight brush, I like to take it and, okay, so your contour, remember that shadow I had right under my cheekbone? And make sure I get that really well. And make sure I get the cheekbone under my big chin. And then the shadow that I had up in here. I'm trying to do it darker for you, so I am putting on a lot. But you'll see, it just comes right off and it blends right in. But I'm trying to put it a little darker for you so you can see. Fill in your hairline if you want. Okay? So, going back to my 30-second hack, okay? Oh, my lip and cheeks. I think I will do, I'm gonna do Sadie today. It's my original color I went with. You won't really be able to see it. Let's see, the cheek. Right here, I'm red. That's where my coverage goes. Okay? When you're blending, you're going to start with your light colors first, okay? So the lighter the color, the better. So you're going to move from your white, okay? Because that's what it looks like on me, or your brightening highlight. And then from your brightening highlight, you're going to go on to what was for me, Sandy, my all over color. And then I'm going to go to my browns, my Astoria, which is the contour I was using, now my nose. And then I'll hit my cheeks, because you don't want to look red all over your face. That would be bad, okay? So I'm going to start going ahead around my eyes. I know I'm really, really white, but that's the color God made me, so I'm going to just go with it until I tan myself, okay? And then I'm going to go ahead and start blending my other colors. Remember to start with your lighter colors first, guys, okay? I'm going in between my browns. Lightest color for your face. Okay, now I've got all of that blended really well. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to go on to my contour. Look how well it blends in, okay? Seriously, like it just looks like it was my shadow that I had there. Someone told me the other day, it kind of looks like a 3 when you're doing your contour, which makes sense because it's going whoop, whoop. I personally do not take my contour down here because this isn't very wide on me as it is. So I don't want to make it look slimmer, okay? And I'm going to put that shadow right back where it was. It's the God-given shadow for my cheekbones. See how well it blends? It blends great. And then under my chin. And sometimes I'll pull this down because I do have some shadows right in here. Especially if I get too much on. Not too bad. Okay, and then I'm going to hit the side of my nose, okay? So the nice thing about contouring is if you have a little wider nose shaped and you want to make it look thinner, the thinner this line here and the closer together your contour, the thinner your nose appears. Use that to your advantage, especially if you have a little wider nose like I do. Oh, I think my friend's here. Okay, so I'm going to take the contour and I'm going to use it a little bit as the eyeshadow because I have so much on because I wanted to make sure that you guys saw it. And then my cheek is last, right? And there we go. Look. Voila, we're all done. Okay. Well, you guys have a lovely day. If you have questions, let me know, okay? I'm going to go on and I'm going to go ahead and do my bronzer and my illuminator next, but I won't waste your time and have you do that, okay? So let me know if you have questions. If you want to be colored match, if you're curious, message me. I'm a pressure-free girl. I like doing it. It's great practice for me. And remember I told you I was going to take off that access? That's what I'm doing. So, yeah, message me. That's what I'm here for. I want to answer all your questions. And like I said, there's no pressure to purchase. I mean, if you want to do this, that's on you. And you'll just have to make that choice. Okay? But I will answer every and any question you have, from sensitive skin to your highlights to why do I contour, what's the difference between contour and bronzer, any of them. Give me a message, private message, or message me on the group. It is private, and I'll answer any of your questions. Have a good day, guys.